congrats on the victory. You want to just start us off with what you saw out there tonight?
I thought we were really good. Right from the first period. Excellent first, half of the period anyway. They got a little bit more as the period went on. Obviously they get the breakaway there. We're hemming them in, and they go the other way and score. And that's what they have, some opportunistic players who can catch you in transition. So, that was a challenge. But I really liked our response to adversity, whether it was that one or whether that was, going down 3-2 when, again, at 2-1, it looked like we were in total control. And then right from the first shift to the third period, I just really appreciated how determined we came out, and we weren't going to be denied. So just very happy we were able to close out the game and something to build off going into a day off.
Back-to-back games now against the Condors where your offense put up a lot of shots, defense didn't let that many get through, a lot of sliding bodies around late in the game there, but offensively, you're seeing your team put up those sorts of numbers, it's going to turn into goals. How's that, for you as a coach to see your offense put up those sorts of numbers?
Well, we played well. It's, our work ethic and just how determined we were on the forecheck and our tracking, I thought, was excellent. And so we didn't give up much. There was one shift in the second period where we gave up the bulk of our chances. And obviously they got a couple power plays in the third. They got a dangerous power play. Obviously the last one, it's just a 4-on-4, but it is advantageous for them to go 4-on-4 there. It's a lot more space than a 6-on-5 situation. But I thought we handled it really well, gutted it out, and nice to see.
Few games in a row now, your power play's been white hot, penalty kill, John Stevens getting a shorthanded marker as well. Just overall, your special teams seem to be clicking along.
Yeah, our power play's been pretty good, overall here for a while, and so that's just, it's a nice weapon to have, whether it's sustaining your momentum or trying to build it. And I think the kill's been taking steps forward too. Probably by the numbers, I'm not sure what they are, but I think we're looking much better, and I think over time it's going to trend in the right direction for us.
You're getting goals from all kind of levels a little bit. You got Will Lockwood as well as Michael Regish down the lineup as well. You got Willanen opening the scoring. The ability to just get goals, from wherever it's coming from. You don't have to rely on your top six or whatever it may be. How beneficial is that for you as a coach to have that? Yeah, well,
we're looking to build a team game. A 4-line game, 60. We want to play everyone as much as we can. Obviously we're trying to create a standard, right, of what's expected, and when those guys are skating and working and you get that attention to detail away from the puck, you can see the results. We're able to control the game, and that's what we're looking for.
Saw a 9-8 game last night. I'm sure, Coach, you like to see your team limit a lot of shots. That third period, you guys gave up 3 shots. How good did you feel about that 20 minutes?
Yeah, credit to our guys for how we reacted. I think it would have been easy. We're up 2-1 again at that power play goal. It looked like we were in total control of the game, and it's a tough shift to follow a goal. And then all of a sudden we're down 3-2. Your team can react in different ways. I thought the way we reacted was very proud of the leadership and just how determined we were.
2 wins at home, 2 games where you guys win it in the third period from a tie game. 2 games here in these wins, under 20 shots as well. What are you most happy with your team right now over these last 2?
I think the work ethic and whether you're a fast skating team or not, you can play fast, and I think that's what we're doing. We look fast because our puck decisions, getting pucks in behind, getting on the forecheck, our reaction when the puck turns over, from offense to defense is I think really improving, and then you get results. So, and I think I thought the last homestand we were very good, probably deserved better than we got. So it's nice to actually get paid off for it with 2 wins here.
With Christian Willanen, he's on your first power play. He's first defenseman out there killing penalties, it looks like, all the time. He's playing top pairing minutes. What are you seeing from him, and is there progression throughout the season, or has he just been that same steady guy all year long here?
Well, certainly on the offensive side, he's been really important for us, and as you said, he's done an excellent job in the power play. I think the progression for him, just running the top with his unit, he's really done a good job. Defensively, he's taken on more responsibility depending on the situation. I think Brisebois and Juleson have been our, the PK guys, the shutdown pair, the guys that we can rely on. But I think that's nice for Ole too, because it allows him to. We still are expecting a solid defensive game, but it allows him to be in offensive situations, which is nice for our group.
With him, it looks like the offensive skills stick out at this level for sure. Is there parts of his game just defensively that you think he can improve on to kind of get him to the next level, it feels like?
Well, there's lots of guys at this level who, I think can play at the next, and I thought he had a really good training camp, and I think for him, you never know when you're going to get the chance, so it's just trying to build your habits, maintain your habits so that they are just second nature, so that if you do get a chance to go up, that game will transfer. So that's what we challenged him to do, and I think he's done a good job of being open to that, and obviously really happy with his production.
With Chase Waters in the fight yesterday, his eye injury, is there any update there?
Other than he was out, and I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not long term, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah. And with Jack, was he just Jack Rathbone?
He's just sick.
Tonight?
Yeah.
With Danila Klimovich, I saw 12 minutes left. Grab by the shoulder and tell him something, and then put him out there for that first shift, I believe, in the third period. What are you looking for from him there?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the second period, the shift after the goal is probably, and we're hoping for more in that situation. It's a really important time to be on the ice in the game, and the team needs you. So, I think my view is important to give him a chance to bounce back, and just was a reminder of what we expect. I think he had 2 very good games, the previous 2, and he's a young player, so sometimes it's not a straight line of progression, and it's up to us to help him through it, and hopefully he can bounce back next chance he gets.
I felt like he was creating space for himself instead of just waiting in open areas. Did you see that over these past 2 games here of him?
Absolutely. I think his work ethic and his skating and his compete level allowed him to have the puck, allowed his line to be in the offensive zone. When he puts pressure on the puck and uses his skating, he's creating chances for his line mates, and he's in a better position to attack. And so he got a lot of chances, created some chances the last 2 games, and I didn't mind his start tonight either. So it's just, again, finding that consistency.
With Vasily Podkolzin up here, Bruce Boudreau talked about him, just kind of built some confidence. He said he was probably at a pretty low ebb, I think was his quote when talking about Podkolzin. How do you build up confidence for a player like that? It looks like he's got a lot of skill, obviously looks like an NHL player, come down here to build some confidence. How do you help with that?
Well, first of all, it's responsibility, right? And that's got to be earned. So, but I think, yesterday he stepped in. He was a really good player for us immediately. So we played him in a lot of different situations, and I just love how strong he is on the puck. He's really reliable. He's taking the puck to the net. He's creating chances for himself as line mates. So, being in those situations and having the puck more and making plays, that's going to build your confidence and obviously contributing to the team winning.